up guys, Dan from Dan's Auto Body in Peabody. Today's video, I'm going to learn how to install step bars on a 2016 Toyota Highlander. They're OEM step bars, and I tried to research online. I didn't find any videos or tutorials that can actually make my life easier. I found a bunch for aftermarket, but none for the OEM. So hey, let's make a video, let's learn how to do it, and hopefully me putting all this time into it can make your life a little easier and make the process easier for you. So let's get started. I got everything laid out here on the table just to make it look like I organized. So I laid out all the brackets, laid out everything here that came with the kit. And also just to kind of show you what we're using for tools. We've got an 18mm socket. We also have a 14mm socket, a 10mm socket, and a 8mm socket. You can use the one, I like this one better because it gives me a little bit more angle, which is 3/4, and this is a 1/4 with the extension. Tell right off the bat, we've got an undercarriage liner that seems like it's covering the majority of the section. So I'm going to give you guys a different angle so you can see what the liner looks like and what I'm going to remove so you guys can actually have full access to the area. But it does have an undercarriage liner, which you're going to have to take it out. So I've got my 10mm socket ready. I've also got my 8mm socket just in case, because I don't know which one I'm going to need to remove the entire liner, but you'll save me the trip again. And this is what you're gonna take out. This is a 14mm socket from the undercarriage. There's two, one beside each other. I removed the one towards the passenger on the back. So not the one on the front, the one on the back. And we'll find out if that's correct. Now the kit came, this is the factory one, and this is another one that came with the OEM kit. So they're relatively the same, probably about a 1/4 inch, maybe a 1/2 inch bigger. So we got the OEM here. So the kit comes with this metal bracket and this screw that obviously has a guide, so you can just see nice and tight. This is going to go in the frame section of the vehicle, and I'm guessing because you have no axis and there's not enough space to mount this in there and have enough clearance. This metal string, spring, whatever you want to call it, came with the OEM kit. And I'm going to take a guess. That this actually goes in there, and then you can actually guide the screw. So with that being said, right, I know this has to sit in there. So what you want to do, or I think what you want to do, is put this in place first. You can kind of see how it has to be for this because it threads in nice and easy. Check that out. Make sure this is inside, so that way once you slide this bracket in there, this is already going to be put in first. We're going to put this in first. Yep, fits in nice. We're going to put in another bracket. Nice. Yeah, so now I can actually unscrew this. Use the head. So that's which now allows me to put the rear bracket in place, right, and bolt it on. I had to remove this rubber grommet. This is the rubber grommet you're gonna see. I had to remove this out of place so we can slide that in there. Don't forget, all the brackets are still loose, so I can move them. Till I mount the staff in place, get them in right, then I can make the adjustments needed, because you don't want to be tying that fully and then having to loosen that all the way back again. The center bracket, this one I'm struggling with this one a little bit because I'm not sure if I'm going to use the hole that comes from factory or if I have to make a new one. If you open up the spring a little bit, it gives you a little bit more room. You can slide it in there, and then make sure you go the full length of the spring, just in case if you pull it, right? You see how that's coming out? You don't want that to come out, and then you're gonna really have a nightmare pulling that out of there. So that's why it's in there. So you can So the kit, it comes with this template and nothing else. It doesn't tell you any details. You just kind of have to look at it, and it says left front undercover template. So I know now that I have installed the left front, I need to trim the cover. So I'm gonna have to cut the plastic a little bit so it can sit around that. So because I already installed that bracket, I'm not gonna need this anymore. But you'll want to trim the plastic cover before, so that way you're not struggling cutting around it after you install the bracket. This is for the left front. So the templates are they're great. You can use them as a reference, but you're looking at the undercarriage and you're just trying to see like, where's this go? Because it doesn't give any guide, or it's not showing you like a picture where it's gonna go as far as the installation. But once we show you the pictures and where they go, it'll be much easier for you guys to just put these on and use that as a reference, because it's that on the money. The only thing is, you just have to look the undercarriage and see the texture coating it has, because the overlaps, they're basically using this as a guide where both sheet metals meet. It looks like I have to remove the rear splash shield on the inner wheel well, otherwise the step will not go up. So let's get that out. Alright, so the step bar installation is done. It kicked my butt. There's no instructions how to do it. You basically just gotta look what you have and really figure it out. So I'm really hoping this makes it easier for you guys to install. To be honest, if the dealership charges you 2 hours to install this and pay $200, it might be worth it. Because you may need to buy, if you don't have all the right tools, you may need to buy all of them. If you don't have them. If you have them, they might as well do it. But it's completed. Hopefully this helped. Good luck.